yo, I'm gonna mix it up. We're gonna go this way. And you could really take this bike and get it into the corners and maneuver and what I call kind of you know, hot rod. So I think these bikes are tons of fun. I love the styling. I think Harley Davidson made this bike for a different kind of like in the middle ground. Like, you guys are gonna like it, but then also you knew. Now the problem with it when it came out is it's still expensive. What's up, guys? Srkcycles.com with a 2016 Harley Davidson Dyna Fat Bob. It is the fattest of all the bobs in the Harley Davidson Dyna family. And it's a 2016. It's got stupid low miles. I'm going to put on my mismatched gloves. Let me show it to you. These are the new M1 Moto gloves. We are pre-ordering these. Lined with Kevlar. Kevlar. This is the cruiser style. This one is the more tactical style. Show it to you. Enforced with super fabric. These gloves are sweet. Look at the link below. You can pre-order these things right now. Alright, so I like these bikes. I know, like, the whole world hates them. This one has 552 miles on it. This bike is a baby. I think brand new they're like 16 grand. This is gonna be way cheaper than that. You're gonna save a lot of money. Guys, let's do the words of wisdom. This is a big one. It's a good one. They're all good ones. This one is very connectable. Philippians 4:6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving. Why is that Andy font? That's a horrible looking font. With thanksgiving, present your request to God. Amen. I know, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story why I ride this bike. I know that when I first started this, it's about anxiety. I got a couple stories actually. One, when it comes to being anxious and having anxiety and that fear comes upon you, as a man, as a self-proclaimed man, and most of the people around me would also say that, yeah, he's a man. I guess you could consider that. I would anytime, I love this bike. Anytime you're nervous, you're scared, you got that anxiety, you know what I mean? Let's say, okay, the other day, and sometimes it doesn't make any sense. The other day, I flew down to Austin. I apologize to all my friends in Texas, to all my viewers in Texas. I didn't get to see you guys. It was a real quick stay, like 2 days in Austin. I had no time. I got off the plane, went to the seminar, and the seminar ended. I jumped back on the plane. But I was nervous. I was scared. I was not scared of dying. I was scared of freaking out. You know what I mean? I'm, you know, like being on the plane, being up in the air, and being like, oh my gosh, what if I'm gonna freak out? You know, what if I gotta get off the plane? You know, like kind of like claustrophobia. And I was nervous, and you know, like before I left, I was in the bathroom throwing up, and that's just how I deal with stuff like that. I don't know, but as a man, I could have been like, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna make my life real easy. I'm not gonna put myself through this situation. This is like nerve-wracking. I'm making myself sick. Why am I doing this to myself? But I'm 32 years old now. This is who I am. I know this is what I have to do, and if I didn't put myself through these situations, I would never be where I am today. And I like where I am today, and you have to do that stuff. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to face that fear. I jumped on that airplane. It was fine. On the way back I actually had fun flying. I actually enjoy flying. If I don't do it very much, so it freaks me out. On top of that, you know, let's just get back to the bikes. Oh! A bike this size. This is the same engine they put in the bigger Harleys. So I love when they put these in these smaller bikes. Now obviously power to weight ratio is still nothing compared to like a super sport, but it is still a lot of fun. And it's still, you crack that throttle at almost any gear, any speed, and it pulls you pretty hard. I love the Dynas. Dynas are a blast to drive. They're nice and nimble. It's a fairly compact bike. I'm 6'2". I feel very spaced out on it though. I know a lot of guys that love touring on Dynas. That's their bike of choice when it comes to doing a long trip. And it's the minimalist attitude, you know? The bike has one button you actually use and need, and that's that button right there. Everything else is like, hey, I could brake, turn signals, who cares, horn, who cares. This changes like the your tripometer and stuff like that, but who cares? All you need is that one button. Yo, I'm gonna mix it up, we're gonna go this way. And you could really take this bike and get it into the corners and maneuver and what I call kind of you know, hot rodding, you know, making noise, pulling hard. So I think these bikes are tons of fun. I love this styling. I love that big fat front tire. I also like the new fat bobs with the LED light on the front. I think Harley Davidson made this bike for a different, I think this is kind of like in the middle ground, like you guys are gonna like it, but then also you new guys are also gonna like this bike. Now the problem with it when it came out is it's still expensive. It's hard for them to make a bike that brand new is like 16 or 18 grand that they want young guys to buy when it's a luxury item. But for me, on the used market, I get to sell them for way cheaper. This is basically a brand new bike. I mean, this is a 2016 with how many miles? 555 miles. By the time I get back, it's gonna have still less than 600 miles. I don't even know that that's been considered broken in yet. I love taking corners with these big old bikes. So it's just a very, ergonomically, it's just extremely, for me, it's very comfortable. Close that visor. So yeah, when you're riding on the highway, you know, the wind's hitting your chest. That's what your chest is for. Can you really, okay, look, I'm gonna piss off a lot of people here, but let me just hear me out, all right? As a man, you know, I got a strong chest. I do bench press, you know what I mean? I can handle a little bit of wind. That's my life. I'm not worried about, oh, gotta stop the wind from hitting my chest. You know what I mean? That's what I like about riding bikes. Now listen, I ride bikes that have windshields and stuff like that. That's fun too. But as to play both sides of the coin, I like this, you know? And this is why this is awesome. And especially on these hot days where you're just dying, any little wind that can touch you is like a breath of fresh air. It's like God just breathing down on you. A bike like this gives you all the wind you can possibly handle. And I'm not complaining about it. So this thing cruises at highway speeds, no problem. Just crack the throttle and accelerate. And I'm in top gear. I like these bikes. Looks like it's got an intake. No, that's stock intake. And this bike is all stock. If I were gonna buy a bike, you know, I mean, personally, if I was gonna buy a bike, I want it to be stock. Unless the modifications that they did were exactly the ones that I were gonna do. But honestly, I know everyone wants to mod their bike up, that's their thing. Oh, now it's mine. I get it. I mean, but I think these bikes run great. You know, I didn't get this bike. No one's getting this bike to think that they're the fastest guys out there. You know? if you were getting a bike to be the fastest bike out there, you probably shouldn't be buying a Harley, unless you're gonna buy like a V-Rod and make it like a drag race bike and spend all this money and stretch it out and, you know, big giant tire and stuff like that. If you want speed, go get something different. But if you want fun, if you wanted a Harley and you just want to have fun, then what's the point in doing all these, you know, little minor mods to make it slightly faster and stuff? That's a striker. I don't know. You know what? I have not actually thought out this whole conversation in my head yet. So don't hold me to anything. Don't hold me to it. Alright guys, that wraps up the test drive of the 2016 Harley Davidson Dynas Fab Bob. I do like these bikes. They're fun. You can lean them really far. They got the blacked out motor with the little crackle paint that everyone loves because it looks awesome. I like that cool little stripe that goes on the side. It says Harley Davidson, just so people know. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a Harley Davidson. All right, got it. All right, guys, that wraps it up. Don't forget, do you guys know that this is Srkcycles is actually, it's a YouTube channel, but it's a motorcycle dealership also. We sell motorcycles and we ship them all over the country. Most of the bikes we have, we ship. Most of the bikes that we sell, we ship, and it's super fun. Asher. Alright guys, well, that wraps it up. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where are you going? We'll see you guys later. Hey guys, it's me, Sean again. Do not forget to subscribe. Also, look in the link below to check out our website, Srkcycles, to see our current inventory, and we ship bikes all over the country. And also, right now, we are doing pre-orders of the new motorcycle gloves that we are launching ourselves. We're getting them made for us to our specific design. These are the ones right here. One's a cruiser style, one's a tactical style. This one, the cruiser style, is lined with Kevlar. This one's lined with super fabric and super durable. You can pre-order them right now. We will see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. Hey guys, if you liked that video, don't forget to subscribe. If you didn't like that video, you can subscribe anyway and just continue watching videos that you don't like. That's whatever. That's fine. You can do that. Nothing wrong with that. You guys still there? I said subscribe and click that little notification button to let YouTube know you want to be notified. We'll see you guys later.